Hey, Megan, how are you doing? It's been a long time since we last spoke. I was just wondering if you were well.
Carl? Yeah, it really has been a long time. I'm fine. I'm doing much better without you. So, what do you want? You've got a lot of nerve talking to me after everything you did. It's already been months since you left, and you suddenly want to have a chat? Just to let you know, I'm not interested in catching up or making up with you.
I just want to know how you've been recently, that's all. You don't have to be so defensive. You must be feeling lonely living all by yourself in that house without me, right? You can't have completely forgotten about me already.
Lonely? That's a great joke. I stopped feeling lonely 3 seconds after you walked out the door. Honestly, I felt more angry and sad. But it's already been months. I'm not sad about you anymore. I'm disappointed and still angry enough to not want to have anything to do with you, but otherwise, I'm doing really well. I'm grateful to our lawyers that our divorce went so smoothly and that it was all over so quickly. Thanks to that, I didn't have to meet you in court as often as I expected.
Alright, I'm kinda shocked. I thought that you would still feel something for me. I mean, it's only been 6 months, you know? You can't have gotten over me that quickly, can you? I kinda feel like we've really grown apart. I feel like there's a massive distance between us now. We used to be husband and wife, and we were in love. And we lived together, ate dinner together. But look at us now. We're so far apart.
Huh? What's your point, Carl? I told you that I'm not interested in talking to you. That includes getting nostalgic about how things used to be. And what do you expect? I don't know where you're living right now, but of course we're far apart, physically and emotionally. We're divorced, and we're never going to see each other ever again. We're complete strangers now. You're no different to any stranger I pass on the street. The difference between you and a stranger is that I would rather have a conversation with any random person rather than speak with you.
Megan, don't be so cold. You don't have to be so harsh towards me. I used to be your husband.
The key words are used to be. That was until you won the lottery and suddenly started acting like you were better than me. Yeah, it was a lot of money, but I don't understand how you could have changed so much in just a matter of hours. You threw me away on the day you won that lottery, and you're telling me that I'm being cold? I don't have anything to say, and I have no intention of being kind to an idiot like you.
Trust me, I feel really bad for what I did. I know I've been an idiot. That's why I messaged you today. I did something terrible, but I wish you could just talk to me. I'm really sorry. I hurt your feelings. I thought about what I did since then, and I've reflected on my actions. I regret ever doing something so stupid and impulsive. I should have been more rational when we were talking about the winnings, and shouldn't have reacted like that. No, I should have listened to what you said more carefully. You were being so reasonable about what to do with the money, and I wrecked our marriage because I was so selfish. I regret all of that and more.
The fact that you're saying that now means you're in the situation I predicted you'd end up in all those months ago, right? I hate to rub it in, but I told you so. I can't believe it took you so long to realize how wrong you were. I could see it coming from a mile away, but I guess you just had to experience it firsthand.
I know, I was stupid and I'm sorry. I finally realized that you warned me that this would happen for my sake. I was too blinded by the money to understand that you were only thinking of me. I wish I could go back in time and change everything, but I can't. I was so stupid and I regret it all.
Yeah, you were so stupid. And horrible, too. I get that winning $3 million was a big deal. It's a lot of money, and it's not every day that such a large amount of money comes into hand. I think anyone would panic and get big ideas about how they want to spend their newfound fortune. I was pretty shocked, too. And I won't lie, I thought about all the amazing things we could buy, too. But the way you reacted was abnormal. Once you knew you had the winning ticket, nothing else mattered to you. You only cared about yourself and the money.
I wasn't thinking straight. It was like I was in a dream state. I couldn't help myself.
All I suggested was that we should be sensible with how we spend the money and save as much of it as possible for our future together. And keep some money aside in case we had children. I wasn't planning on taking anything from you, and I made no mention of spending it all by myself. But you started raving, shouting at me that it was your money and that I wasn't allowed to touch a single cent, that it was for you to use the way you wanted to spend it. I never intended to take anything from you, but that's what you assumed. And suddenly, poof, like magic, you were gone, along with the money. You didn't even answer my messages until you sent me the divorce papers. And even then, you only replied that you would give me alimony if I signed the papers. We had been together for 3 years, but all that went down the drain when you got that money and turned into a completely different man. For weeks, I wondered what those 3 years were, if they meant nothing to you. After I stopped being sad, I realized that I had already wasted 3 years, and that I shouldn't waste any more time trying to make sense of what you did.
I know. I was completely at fault. But it was $3 million. Neither of us had even had a tenth of that amount in our banks at one time. You can imagine why I went so crazy, can't you?
Yeah, it's a lot of money, but that doesn't excuse your behavior. You ranted at me that my parents might come and beg you for money because they're so poor and that you couldn't trust anyone anymore. You were insulting me and my family with every word you said. Because you had all this money, you had this ridiculous idea that you were better than all of us. I never knew you could be so hurtful and obnoxious, and I was shocked that you could change so easily because of some money.
I don't know what got into me. I don't really know why I said any of that. I didn't mean it, you know that, don't you? I regret everything I did and said after that. I wish I could take it all back.
Really? It sounded like you meant it at the time. Don't try and run away from what you did. It's way too late for you to start begging me for forgiveness. I couldn't care any less about how guilty you feel. Your feeling bad isn't going to change anything. Anyway, what do you want? Let's get this over with.
What are you talking about?
There's a reason why you messaged me today, isn't there? I know you didn't just message me so that you could apologize.
No, I really was worried about you. I wanted to show you that it changed and felt bad about what I did. I guess I also wanted to find out what you did with the money I gave you when we divorced. I was just curious about how you spent it, that's all.
Money? That's what you're interested in? You're talking about the lump sum of money you gave me, right? You chose to give me that money instead of sending me regular payments of alimony because you didn't want to risk having to send me alimony payments for the rest of your life, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that money. I gave you $200,000, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. What about it?
What did you do with it?
It's my money, so what does it matter what I did with it? I don't think it's any of your business how I spent it. It's not like you set any conditions for how I spend it when the amount was decided in court.
Yeah, but it was my money to begin with. I think I have a right to know what you've done with it and decide what you do with it regardless of what was decided in court. And if you have any left, I was wondering if you could return it. Since you're so smart when it comes to money, I was hoping you still have a lot left.
No way. You can't seriously be asking for it back. Of course I'm not giving it back. It may have been yours when you had it, but it became mine when you paid it to me as compensation. Do you understand the meaning of the word compensate? You're the one that suddenly asked for a divorce, so I was owed alimony. But you didn't want to pay that, and I didn't want to keep on having to meet you in court, so I settled for that money you gave me. I don't have any obligation to return that money to you. That money was owed to me, and it's mine.
Yeah, it was compensation, but I only gave you a lot of money because I had a lot of my own money at the time. But I'm having trouble right now, and I need some money. It would be great if you could give it back. To be honest, it's my money, so I shouldn't even have to ask you.
What do you mean by trouble? I got married after we divorced. Oh, so the rumors I heard were true. Congratulations! I heard that you married someone. So, how did that turn out for you?
She ran away with all of my money. I never should have married her.
What? All of it? Yeah, can you believe it?
It was $3 million, so I thought that I didn't have to worry about anything for the rest of my life. I thought I could live like a celebrity. So I resigned from my job and had a house built for me and my new wife. We filled it with designer furniture and everything. We even had a pool put in. We were living the perfect life together until one day she suddenly asked for a divorce. After the divorce was finalized, I realized that all of my money had been transferred to her bank account, and she was gone. We were divorced. My account was empty. She had disappeared. She even told her lawyers that I'd been cheating on her, even though I'd never done anything like that. I'd already lost $1 million in compensation during the divorce for an affair I never had, and she took the rest of what was in my account without me even realizing it. I don't know where she is, but the last I heard, she was living in a penthouse apartment abroad.
You said you'd never cheated on her, but she managed to win the court case? That must have meant that she had enough evidence to argue for compensation. You can try and act the victim all you like, but in the end, it was your own fault. Your own, irresponsible actions brought all this upon you.
Yeah, fine. She got pictures of me with another woman. But how is it fair that she gets $1 million in the divorce? It's my money.
So you did cheat on her after all. You're a pathetic excuse for a husband.
Yeah, all right. Say all you like. Anyway, that's not my point. I've explained why I need the money. Can you give me back the money I gave you? I need it right now. My ex-wife got the house in the divorce too, so I don't have anywhere to live. She's not even using it. She's abroad. But the woman put it out for sale. I was kicked out of my own house so that she could sell it and take more money from me. Megan, you're still living at the same place we lived in when we were married, right? Can we live together again?
Excuse me? Are you asking if you can move in with me?
Let's just forget about everything that happened in the past and live together. I want us to start over. I'll be a better husband this time. Even if we don't have the $3 million, I know that we can be happy together. I still love you. We can work through this together. I swear I'll make you happy this time.
No way. You must be out of your mind. It's disgusting how you think you can slither your way back into my life again. We're over, and we're never getting back together. Ever. The divorce was finalized, and I'm free of you. I don't have anything else to say to you. Plus, I've already moved out of that house and sold it. I'm living somewhere else.
Well, you moved out. Where are you living now? Are you still close by?
I'm not giving you the details of where, but I'll tell you a bit about it. Thanks to the compensation I got from you, I was able to buy some pretty reasonable shares. I had to be patient, but it went really well. I managed to earn a profit from it.
You bought shares? I never knew that you knew how to do that kind of stuff. Why didn't you tell me when I had the $3 million? We could have made an even bigger fortune.
Don't be stupid, Carl. It was beginner's luck. And of course, I didn't put the entire $200,000 you gave me into buying shares. I invested a reasonable amount and got lucky. Once I made a decent profit, I backed out and put all the money I made into a savings account. Right now, I'm working full-time and using the money I've saved up to live a little more luxuriously. I buy organic and I spend money on the things I love and enjoy. But I still have money saved for a rainy day. Thanks to that, I was able to get a penthouse apartment in a really lovely area. It's not filled with designer furniture, so it might not be as fancy as the place you had, but it's home. I realized early on that it was dangerous to impulse buy when you have so much money at your fingertips, so I try and only buy what I need or really want. I'm doing really well at work too, so everything's going perfectly. Smooth sailing. I was being serious when I said I was doing better without you. Honestly, I'm grateful that you won that lottery, and I'm glad you told me you wanted a divorce when you did. If you hadn't, I would have been stuck with you.
You living in a penthouse apartment too? You're kidding. I never imagined that you would end up being so successful. It's only been 6 months since we divorced. But that's my money you're standing on. You and my other exes, you're both living in luxury thanks to me.
It's money we were owed. I don't know what to say about that money she took from your account, except maybe that it was just karma coming around to bite you in the ass. By the way, how much money do you have saved right now?
About $200?
You can't be serious. You're turning 36 this year, aren't you? You don't have a place to live, you're unemployed, and you only have $200 saved? I would sympathize, but I know that it's all your own fault. What are you planning to do from now on?
I was just kicked out of my own house last week. I haven't been able to find a job yet. I thought that I could sell the house, but my other ex got it in the divorce, so I don't have anything worth selling. I already failed one job interview, and I didn't know what else to do, so I decided to message you, hoping that you could help me.
What about your parents? Why don't you ask them to let you stay with them while you find a place of your own? And a job.
Some idiots in my parents' neighborhood found out that I won $3 million and started harassing my parents. Most of it was really childish, you know, throwing toilet paper around, but they were getting death threats in the mail and stuff too. Some magazines were asking for interviews non-stop. My parents ended up moving away and they cut ties with me. I need your help, Megan. I don't have anyone else.
You're the idiot, Carl. That's the main reason why I warned you about bragging about your win to everyone. Just because you won $3 million doesn't make you better than everyone else. I told you that you shouldn't get carried away, didn't I? But you didn't listen, and you lost a lot of friends and made a lot of enemies in the process.
I know, I regret a lot of what I did. I regret not listening to you the most, because none of this would have happened if I just did as you said. That's why I want to get back together again. I need you to keep me in check.
Sorry, Carl, but I'm not interested in being your babysitter. We're never getting back together. There's not even a 1% chance of it happening.
Why not? I'm not asking you to be my babysitter. I want us to be husband and wife again. We didn't get divorced because we stopped loving each other. You still love me, don't you? We can get back together again.
You must be joking. You're the only one that thinks we still have a chance. I don't know whether you do actually still have any feelings for me, or if you're just saying all this because you want money. But either way, it doesn't change how I feel about you. The second you said you wanted a divorce, I hated you from the bottom of my heart. You chose your money over me. You made that really clear during the divorce. Now, I'm indifferent. I couldn't care less about what happens to you.
Don't say that. That hurts more than being told you hate me. Please, I'm begging you for help. Could you at least have some pity for me? I need your help. We used to be married, remember? We spent 3 years living in the same house. We can forget about everything and start new together.
No thanks. You're the one that asked for a divorce despite the 3 years we spent together. So don't bring it up as a reason to get back together.
Then could you at least lend me some money? That's all I asked for. You said you've got money saved up. You can spare some, can't you? You made that money because of the money I gave you. You owe me. Come on. I don't even have a place to live. I'm begging you, Megan. Help me out. I don't have anyone else to turn to.
I don't have any obligation to help you. You won $3 million and you told me that you didn't trust me with your money, saying that I might waste it all on shopping sprees. Only God knows where you got the idea that I would do that. You said you wanted to spend it how you liked and demanded I sign the divorce papers. And you left, taking all your money with you. Well, I'm telling you now that I'm free to spend the money I have however I like. including the money I got as compensation. I don't have a single cent to give you.
Then what am I supposed to do? The reason why you have so much money right now is because of the money I gave you. Don't you feel any gratitude towards me? You could at least give something back as thanks. It's not fair that you're living in a penthouse apartment and have money saved, and still have a job. I don't have anything. How can I accept that?
Why should I care whether you accept it or not? You were living in a house filled with designer items and lived the celebrity life for a few months, didn't you? I hear that your new wife was quite beautiful, too. You didn't have to work and spent your days relaxing, sleeping, and eating, I guess. Do you remember what you told me when you left me? You said that you were rich and that you deserved better than a boring old woman like me, even though we're the same age. Even though you would be just as boring without that money. You said that you were going to find someone younger and prettier, someone that would suit your newfound fortune. Did you think I would forget that you said that?
I don't remember saying anything like that at all. But I'm sorry, I really am. I wasn't myself then. I didn't think that at all. I've never thought anything like that. You didn't think I was being serious, did you? Ever since we got divorced, I've been thinking about you. I just want to get back together. I realized after spending a few months living with my other wife that the only one for me was you. I need you, Megan.
Really? You need me? Thanks. I'm so flattered.
Is that all you have to say? I'm begging you here. Just listen to what I have to say, please. Can't you be a little interested just for a minute? I just need $1,000, that's all. I won't ask for any more than that. I'll pay you back. Megan, are you listening to me? If I have $1,000, I can buy lottery tickets again. I'll win a fortune, and I'll be able to give you all the money you want.
You've got to be kidding. I guess it's true that money drives people crazy. You hear a lot in the news about how people spent their winnings on something ridiculous, but I think you've outdone all of them. I've never heard of anyone that had to beg their ex for money to bet their chances on a second win. If you think that's the way out of your problems, then there's no helping you.
What do you mean there's no helping me? You can help me. I just need money. We can fix everything if we get back together and help each other through this. I want to start over with you. I love you. Don't you love me back? Don't you feel sorry for me?
You don't love me. You just love that I have something you don't. My money. And I don't need anything to be fixed. My life is great as it is now. It's not perfect yet, but you're not the one that will make it perfect. You need to learn to fix your behavior and fix your problems yourself. Don't bother me anymore.
I do love you. I only have you. Give me back my money.
It's not yours. I made this money because of the decisions I made. You lost yours because of the decisions you didn't think through. Don't ever message or call me ever again. You asshole. Let me give you the same parting gift you gave me. I deserve better than a boring old man like you. I'm going to find someone that loves me and live happily ever after without you. I'll be blocking your number, so don't try and contact me. Goodbye! After that, Megan blocked Carl's number and blocked him on all of the social networking they were connected on. Megan was able to forget about Carl pretty easily and was enjoying her peaceful life without him. She was living her ideal life, focusing on her career and coming home to the apartment she had taken care to furnish with things she loved. Carl, however, had used up what remained of his savings and still couldn't pass an interview because of his obvious lack of work ethic. He didn't change his attitude and blamed the interviewers for not passing him. As a result, he started borrowing money from loan sharks, and with that money, he began gambling at his nearest casino. Of course, it wasn't that easy to make a fortune, and the gambling only made his debt bigger and bigger. He was digging his own grave, but he still didn't change his attitude. After realizing how big his debt had gotten, he became desperate. But instead of trying for another job interview, he tried to steal money from a convenience store and was caught by the police. Megan found out about Carl's arrest on the morning news, but was too indifferent to care. She only remarked that money really does drive people crazy, and went on about her day as she usually would. Carl was just another stranger to her now.
Hey, Delta! I need to talk to you about something. I've had enough of you. You're just getting too old. I can't do this anymore. I don't think we can continue living together any longer. It's driving me crazy!
Huh? Tyson, are you kidding me with this? Why are you saying this all of a sudden? What have I done to make you say this? You know I'm getting really excited because it's the day before I'm due to have this baby. And where are you? You're supposed to be here with me helping take care of the preparations. Why aren't you coming back home? I could really use your help right now. You're my husband after all.
Because whenever I come home and see your huge belly, I get really depressed and start to miss my old life. That's why I don't want you to come home right now. When I go to work, there's no problems for me to deal with or to think about. Just the work that's on my desk.
That's such a rude thing to say to the woman who's carrying your child in her stomach. There's no need to say such terrible things to me when I already feel self-conscious about myself. Don't you realize you're being really insensitive towards my feelings? I'm pregnant with your little girl. I can't help but be this large. They need all the room they can get.
I don't get it. How are you not embarrassed by that? You know, being so round as a bowling ball?
I don't get what you're saying. What do I have to be embarrassed about? Pregnancy is a normal thing that some women go through if they wanted to have children. Why should I feel bad for that?
Well, you should be embarrassed. You know, it's crazy that you're pregnant at the age that you are now. I'd be so embarrassed being an old hag and pregnant at the same time.
Are you seriously saying this sort of crap to me right now? These are our children that you're insulting right now. It's not like I got pregnant all by myself. I had help from you as well. It's not only me who got myself pregnant.
But if you ask me, it's all young people having children. Giving birth at an old age seems like so much of a big deal.
Young people? What are you talking about? Is there something that you want to say to me? Even if you say something that I don't want to hear, it's too late to do anything about it. I'm already pregnant. Heavily pregnant, if you didn't notice. I've always wanted a child, and now I get my chance to be a mother. After trying to get pregnant for 5 years, I was able to finally get pregnant at 43 years old. Women that age can still have children. Look, I don't want you saying something rude and degrading just before I'm due to give birth.
Well, guess I got no choice but to throw you away like I should have ages ago.
What are you on about? Throw me away? What's that supposed to mean? I honestly don't understand what you meant before, but I'm sick of you bad-mouthing me. What you're saying is so cruel. I don't need this. I'm so tired too, so could you please stop this nonsense?
Look, I'm just gonna say it. I've got a new girlfriend, and she's 21, and so much better than an old hag like you.
Excuse me? What do you mean? Are you saying that you have a side piece? You've been cheating on me behind my back?
Yeah, of course. And I think she wants to marry me. But you're getting in my way of doing that. To be honest, you're a complete eyesore. It's hard to look at you all the time. I want to live in the house with my new girlfriend. So would you please leave so she can move in?
Now hold on just a minute. Is this some kind of sick joke? Are you pranking me right now? You're wanting to kick me out of my own house. You do realize that your own daughter is going to be born within the next few days? Do you hear what I'm saying?
I totally get what you're saying. I'm not dumb. I just have no interest in what happens to you or what you're carrying. There is no such thing as love between us, Delta. Just trying to be honest here.
Are you being serious with what you're saying right now? I can't believe what's going on. So you've got no interest in me or our child anymore?
No. So would you please get out of the house now and out of my life? I don't know how many times I've got to tell you what I want. I'm sure they'll admit you to the hospital, so at least you don't have to give birth on the streets. So, can't you just move on and let me live my life? It would make things so much easier for me and my girlfriend. I want to get divorced before the baby's born. Custody issues are just going to cause a lot of trouble for both of us.
Why are you jumping to these conclusions so quickly? I don't understand why you're treating me like this. This is the worst thing you've ever done to me. Don't you get that? I can't believe what you're saying to me. I'll never forgive you for this. You're not being serious, are you? Tell me that this is just a joke and that you're going to come back to me.
I'm being serious, Delta. For goodness sake, I've already made my decision about what I want. Stop trying to get me back. I don't get why you think it's still a joke at this point. I've been very clear with you. I'm telling you to get out of my life. I can't help what's happened to you. You need to deal with it on your own. You can stay at the house until you need to be admitted to the hospital. But by the time that happens, you need to pack your things so they can be moved out. I'll leave the divorce papers for you to sign, so that this is over and done with.
You're being so cruel to me, Tyson. How could you do this to a pregnant woman who's carrying your child? You're saying such terrible things even though we're having a child together. This is supposed to be a happy time, and I thought you wanted a child as much as I did. I'm so disappointed in what you're doing to me, and you should be disappointed in yourself.
Nope. You're the only one who's feeling disappointed. I think it's disgusting and impossible for an old woman to give birth to a child. Hurry up and get out of here, and just raise the child by yourself. You'll have no troubles anyway if you wanted to be a mother.
You say these things so easily, like you're physically throwing me out the door. I can't believe what's happening. I thought you'd be there for me. How dare you kick me out of the house under these circumstances? I'm surprised at how low you've sunk. I was such a fool to believe in everything you said about me when we got together and decided to have children. On the other hand, maybe this will be a good thing for me, but who knows?
What are you even rambling about? You know I don't care, so I don't hear it. I want this over so that I can get married to my girlfriend quickly. I don't want to be with an old hag that has a huge belly that sticks out. I've got a young, cute girlfriend that I want to be with.
You're so mature calling me an old hag just like it means nothing. Don't you realize that you're an old man in his 40s?
I'm still younger than you, and have more energy and life in me.
Oh, so that's why you want to be with someone that's more than half your age, because you want your youth back? So do you really think that a 21-year-old girl is really in love with you, an old man?
You're just jealous. So of course you've got no understanding of the situation. After all, she's more than 20 years younger than you, right? She's more young and beautiful than you. If you'd given birth earlier in life, it wouldn't be strange to call her a child. Do you really think you can compete with her? We're in love with each other, and you're in the way. So you need to disappear.
Oh, is that how it is? I fully understand what you're saying now. I get your point. It seems like there's no point in talking about this anymore. I'm not going to get anywhere with this. It seems like your mind is completely occupied on this young, cute girl you have. And it seems like you've got no interest in the cute daughter that I'm about to give birth to.
Do you really think you can love that kid you're about to push out of you?
Huh? What are you talking about? How could I possibly hate a child?
It would be impossible to love a child that's been birthed by a 43-year-old hag. I intend on getting remarried to a younger and more beautiful woman. I can't believe she's only 21. And I want a divorce from you. It's as simple as that.
Don't you think you're going to regret what you've said and going to do to me?
What are you on about? I've got nothing that I want to take back. I'm not going to regret anything.
On the contrary, thank you for being so disgusting to me. I really appreciate it. To be honest, I think I can just blow off everything you've just said to me. I'll also get ready and go and have this baby all on my own. I'm strong enough to do it all on my own. I'll sign the divorce papers and you can come back here and pick them up. You can file them with the courts yourself.
Well, you've got no other choice but to do that. Okay, I'll get it sorted. I'd really appreciate it if you could divorce me properly so I can move on.
Also, there are some other documents that I have that I need you to sign, so I'll prepare all the paperwork so you can sign it and be on your way.
Wait, what? What documents are you wanting me to sign? You're not trying to divide up the property, are you? I have no intention on giving up the house. You're not wanting child support, are you? I don't want anything to do with the child, so I shouldn't have to pay you anything for it.
I've got no intention of taking your money, Tyson. I'm just asking you to return the money that I lent you. But this time it's not about that. I just wanted to get custody of the child so that we've got no worries.
Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. It's definitely better to sort all this out now, so we're clear on everything we want. I don't want to pay anything to you or the child for the rest of my life.
Okay, I understand. I see what you want. I'll just prepare the documents that I spoke about before. I'll just go and do that now, so if you'll excuse me, I need to go and do that.
Delta, are you there? I just tried calling you, but you didn't pick up, so I thought I'd send a message instead. Are you busy right now? I really need to talk with you right now, so please call me back when you see these messages. Could you please answer your phone for once?
Why should I answer my phone, Tyson? I've got nothing to talk to you about. So what's the urgency?
Why are you being like this? Don't say things like that to me. Now come on, be a bit more reasonable. You can make time to talk to me. You always have.
I can't make time to talk to you anymore. I'm way too busy trying to look after the child I just gave birth to not so long ago. I've got a lot of things to do. I'd rather not make time to talk to you. You're a complete scumbag in my eyes now. What do you even want, Tyson?
Oh, so you did give birth? Was the birth okay? There were no complications, right? I guess a congratulations is in order.
I don't need your celebratory remarks, Tyson. I was happy to do it all by myself. The baby was born over a month ago.
Oh, really? You gave birth a month ago? Are you really going to be like this? This is going to make our conversation very difficult.
The day that you kicked me out of the house, my water broke. I had to rush myself to the hospital and I gave birth right then and there. So you're going to tell me what you want or not?
Okay, I'll tell you. Something terrible has happened. Delta, I really need you to come back to me. Would you please do that?
Are you for real, Tyson? This is a joke, right? Why should I even come anywhere near you after the way you've treated me?
I'm in big trouble here, and I could use your help. You're good at helping me with many things. I'd like to meet you in person, so we can have a discussion about what I want to tell you. So if you could, please meet up with me again, so we can fix our relationship.
Are you kidding me with this crap? Don't you remember how you threw me out and what you said to me? Are you insane? It's so disgusting that you're asking me to get together with you, especially in such a hurry. I'm not doing any such thing. Did you only just realize that you've got no money or savings at all?
Wait, what? How do you know that I wanted to talk about that?
I knew that you were going to mention your money situation. You're so predictable. I was the one who paid the mortgage and all the payments for the house. Even though you started living with your young and hot girlfriend, you didn't know how to pay for the expenses because I did it all. I guess you ran out of love to give, I guess.
How are the loans so expensive? How did you pay for them up until now? I don't get it.
What? How? With money, duh. Yes, I've been paying for all the bills because you have to when you own a house.
What? Really? You're the one who was paying for it? I thought that it was someone else's responsibility.
Oh my God, Tyson, did no one explain to you how bills work? I've been saying how I pay the bills for a while. Do you ever listen to what people say to you? Look, I don't have the time to deal with a scumbag's problems, all right? I'm so done with it.
But I need to know what to do. Why are you being so rude? What do I do about my salary?
Are you kidding me, Tyson? Don't be so stupid. I mean, you were always so stupid when it came to money and expenses.
But I really need some guidance, so I know what I can do about my situation. I'm starting to panic a little bit. Why is there no money in my bank account? Did you take my money, Delta? If you did, you're going to pay me every single dollar back.
Don't say something so stupid, please. You can find out what the money was used for by checking the details yourself.
Oh, right. I should be able to look at the account details, right?
Well, I guess I'll have to tell you how to check it then, too. Your own salary was used to pay off the debts that you owed me. I didn't think you had that much money to spend freely anyway.
Wait, what? That can't be right, can it? My salary has been paying off debts?
You liked using your credit card a lot each month so that you ended up in a lot of debt. So, of course, you lost a lot of your salary to help pay it back. And since you're paying on a revolving credit, you've had to save more and more money to pay it all back. Now all the money's gone by the end of the month. That's probably what has happened.
There's no way that happened. You're lying to me, aren't you?
So if you check your bank statements, you'll see that the debits were made from the credit card company, okay? How about you go and look for yourself?
But I really had no idea about any of this. I never thought about it before now.
How have you not? What the heck, Tyson? Are you serious? You're such a hopeless human being sometimes. You need to learn to budget. I don't understand why you didn't say anything to me about it before you kicked me out. It's so stupid that you didn't realize this until now. Even when I was on maternity leave, you couldn't help but play around behind my back. You didn't pay any attention to me and need my help now. I'm surprised you can act so selfishly. You need to learn how to grow up. And it's even worse now that you've got no money. You were so stupid to realize where you'd end up, but you kicked me out of the house anyway. Wow, what a joke.
Delta, I've made such a terrible mistake. I thought that I'd be able to do all of this without you. I'm really sorry for everything I've done. Please come back to the house so that we can fix this entire mess. We can start all over again and just forget what happened last month. I'll be here to support you and the baby. I would really like to meet our child.
Are you kidding me, Tyson? Why are you trying to twist everything to try and get me to come back after all the things you said? Why are you saying such disgusting things to me?
Huh? I'm confused. What disgusting things am I even saying?
We're already divorced, for goodness sake, Tyson. We're divorced, so why are you changing your mind about us? You made your decision, so you make the bed and lie in it.
No, I think I've really made a mistake with all of that. I'm reaching out to you so that we can try again. That's what I want to do. I've made up my mind. Please let me make this up to you, Delta. I'm really sorry. Please accept my apology and come back to me.
Of course. Because things have gone wrong for you. You've got no choice but to apologize to me. No matter how much you say you're sorry, nothing is going to change how I feel about you now.
Are you serious? But I said I was sorry. Why are you being like this? I've done nothing but say how bad I feel in this conversation.
Because I don't intend on having anything to do with you anymore. I've had enough of your crap, and the way you've treated me in the past has been disgraceful.
But what am I supposed to do without your help? Don't you realize how truly lost I am without you around? I'll be in a lot of trouble if I can't pay for the home loan. This is not good. What should I do? Are you seriously just going to abandon me with this burden?
Are you kidding me with this abandonment nonsense? You crack me up, Tyson. You're the one saying this even though you abandoned me and my daughter just before she was even born. I was heavily pregnant and you just threw me out like garbage. If you don't have any money for the home loan payments, then you should sell some of the things you own. Or sell the house.
I guess I can't turn around and say that anymore then. I really didn't think you'd be so angry about what I did to you. I'm so sorry. But could you please try to improve your mood so you can help me out?
My mood is not the problem here, Tyson. You're the one who's causing problems for me. Haven't you been listening to a single word I've been saying? Don't you get what happened to me? What you did to me? We are complete strangers to each other now, and I don't have any intention on getting involved with you ever again. I made you read the paperwork, and we both signed on the dotted line. So you need to give up trying to get me back, you piece of scum. Manage the things in your life on your own from now on.
But what should I do, though? What if I want to sell the house? How do I go about doing that? Where should I go after it's sold? What am I supposed to do if you aren't guiding me along the way?
You're a 42-year-old man, Tyson. Can't you think for yourself for once in your life? Aren't you embarrassed that you can't even do that? Without someone holding your big boy hand? Well, since nothing is more important than worrying about your problems, I'm sure you're more than likely probably going to run out of money again. I guess your girlfriend will be able to escape for her life quickly then.
Huh? What the heck? How did you know about my girlfriend running off? That makes sense. You must have been investigating what I was up to, so you could talk about getting back together with me, right?
Do you seriously think I've got time to do that?
Well, don't you? Since you're on maternity leave? That's why you're showing me that you care, right?
There's no way that I'd even want to show how much I care for you. You're absolutely delusional. You're just predicting things so that you can still hold on to hope about us.
Huh? What do you mean by that? Predictions?
It's easy to make predictions like that when you're desperate and needing all the help you can get. Why would a young girl want to hang around with a broke old man when the money dries up? You don't think she actually loves you, do you? She was just with you for your money as you were paying everything for her. That's the only reason why she's been hanging around for this long. I guess she thought if she got an older man that he would buy her anything and everything and give her all his money. I feel so bad for the girl who took a man that wasn't meeting her expectations.
Meeting her expectations? Are you kidding me? Don't you dare talk to me like that! It's just cruel! I was being serious before, but now I've calmed down a little bit. I regret that I put my hands over a young woman and didn't think about the consequences!
Well, your regrets are too little too late for me. I don't want to hear another one word of it from you. I'm so done with talking to you. We're finished.
Oh, come on, Delta, let me fix what I broke! I can support you and the baby, and we'll be able to raise it as a family! We'll live together happily with our little bundle of joy!
Oh, shut up, Tyson! Your words aren't going to work on me! Stop being so gross! I don't want anything from you. You gave up your rights as a parent when you signed those documents in the restraining order. You can't come near me anymore or you'll be arrested.
But at that time, I didn't think something like this would happen. I thought I would be able to get on with my life with a younger woman. I'm really sorry, Delta. Please take me back. Can't you at least forgive me for what I've done?
You do remember that you owe me money, right?
Huh? What money? What are you talking about?
Please just pay me back and let me live my life with my baby. Once you do, I'll have the lawyer go around and collect it from you. Please refrain from contacting me directly as I won't answer you with a single text or call.
Delta, please, I'm begging you, forgive me. What I did was so wrong. I know that now. We were really happy when we were together, right? We can be that way again. I know it. Let's fix this and be a family.
To be honest, it would be impossible to have a family with you.
How can you say such cruel things to me?
But you can call me an old hag and say other disgusting words to me? No way. Not anymore.
I didn't mean to call you that. I'm really sorry.
It's too late. You're definitely not going to get into heaven because of what you've done. Enjoy your new single life. Enjoy the poor life. In the end, Delta completely ignored Tyson for what he'd done. He ended up selling the house. He's in a lot of trouble as he needs to cover the cost of his debt. Even so, he asked Delta to help pay off the debt that he owed her. But it seemed like the amount showed up at her lawyer's office. He panicked because his salary was not going to be able to pay for all of it. It seems like his workplace found out what he did and he might lose his job. He tried to rely on Delta, but he didn't know her new address and couldn't find her. It seems like he had no choice but to give up on everything.
You understand that there is no value in a woman that isn't even able to take care of her own house, right?
Huh? Why are you saying all that to me now?
I'm talking about how recently, no matter what's going on, you've been slacking off from doing your chores. It really pisses me off after coming home from a long and tiring day at work to see that my house is a mess and you're nowhere to be found.
I'm getting pretty close to having our baby now, and the doctor told me to take it easy around the house, right? And to make sure that our baby is okay at childbirth, I really need to relax a bit. If I start to move around too much doing a lot of the more strenuous chores, I end up out of breath too quickly and form a headache. I'm trying my best to get all the easier work done still, so how about you start helping me out a little bit for a change?
I don't care about you being pregnant. You were the one that wanted to have a baby, Cecilia. So you're gonna have to cut the crap and start picking up that slack right now.
What? You were the one that agreed with me that you wanted a baby, right?
I don't ever remember agreeing with you on something like that. So I'm telling you right now that if you're not going to keep the house in good shape for me, I won't be coming back there. I don't want to come back there. So, for the time being, I won't be coming back to the house until after you're done fooling around.
You're not coming home? Where do you plan on staying for the time being, then?
I'll be staying with one of my younger coworkers at their place.
I just want to ask this for the sake of knowing. That coworker is a man, right?
That has nothing to do with you, Cecilia.
I think it dang well does. I'm the one that's been paying for this house, so you think it's okay for you to butt into your coworker's place without handing them any money?
If you think I won't be able to pay my coworker, you're wrong. I'll just ask my dad to cover for me or something.
Do we even know about what's going on with them right now to say something like that so confidently?
I know about them and their situation. And I know that things are going really well for them right now.
Well, I haven't seen you talking with your dad in a long time, Peter, so are you sure?
I'm getting tired of all this talking. You're a real pain in my butt, Cecilia.
Wait, Peter, are you going to ghost me now then? Matt?
Hey, Cecilia! How have you been feeling lately? You were telling me before that things were getting pretty rough for you over there.
Yeah. Well, things have calmed down a bit recently, so I think I'll be okay now.
You don't have to try and lie to me about being alright. If you're still having a rough time, let me know, okay? I know that you're the type to play it all cool. And push yourself to the limit to make sure nobody comes to help you.
Well, thank you. By the way, is Peter in the office right now?
Nope, right now he's out with one of our younger employees, so I don't think he's around.
Is that younger coworker he's with a man or a woman?
Her name is Stacy Williams, and she's really young actually. And recently, the two of them have been going out with one another quite a lot to get work done.
What's going on?
I just feel a bit weird about saying all of this to you, since you're his wife and all that. It's a bit of a mystery what's going on with those two while they're working together.
Is that right? Well, you can wait to tell him this next time he's in the office with you, but when that time comes, can you tell him that a package has arrived for him?
I don't mind doing that for you at all. But let me ask, is he even coming back to your guys' house anymore?
Well, no he isn't.
What the hell is that bastard doing leaving his pregnant wife at home all alone?
And soon I'm going to become a mother to my baby. I don't even want to think of what will happen come to that.
Remember back in the day when my dad left my house and family behind? You came to help me and make sure that I was okay when I cried. So I really want to help you out with this in case something... Well, you know what I'm getting at. So if you're worried about him, something should be done now instead of later. I want to make sure that your dream of having a loving home comes true. So I'll be at your side whenever you call for me.
Thank you. Hearing something as caring as that from you makes me tear up a little.
You don't have to thank me for that. Ah, and by the way, how's your dad doing?
Well, he's doing as good as we thought. But you shouldn't have to be asking me that. You're the one that sees him a whole lot more than me there.
But while I'm here, I try and focus on only the business side of things, and less on him being a friend. We have to make sure that we don't get too close to one another while doing business.
Yeah, don't worry about him. My dad is just the kind of man that loves seeing people as his family and friends.
I see. Well, if that's the case, I guess we can grow a bit closer. Anyway, I'm going to start looking further into what's going on with Peter for you, okay? I'll even give him a call or text to catch up a little.
Please.
Yo, were you talking with one of the people at my work yesterday? What the hell are you trying to do? Are you a freaking idiot doing something as stupid as that? If you have something to ask me, then you call me instead of my office asking about me.
Well, I just assumed that if I tried texting you, you'd just leave me on read and never get back to me. And it's not like you answer the phone ever. So how the heck do you want me to contact you, Peter? Email? Fax?
Are you kidding me? I will get back to you when I'm ready to. That's how this whole texting thing works, alright? You're just supposed to shut up and wait for me to continue the conversation.
But inside of the package that you got, there's an invoice and everything for you. You have to come over here and get it pretty soon.
Go ahead and pay for that package yourself then. I shouldn't be having to say that to you anymore. You really are one of the most useless women on this planet, you idiot.
You think I have to? I have to be the one to pay for this package that came in the mail for you?
Of course you do. What kind of wife are you if you're not willing to take care of me? You're supposed to stay quiet and take care of all my needs at all times. That's what the ideal wife is to me. But you're anything but ideal to me. Always talking back to me with that snake's tongue of yours. This is the whole reason why you're no good to me.
Talking back to you?
Compared to you, this younger gal, Stacy, is perfect for me. She's willing to do anything I ask of her, and is so darn cute.
Are you talking about the coworker you've been working together with a lot recently?
Jesus, have you already heard about her and I? Well, this makes the explaining a whole lot more easy for me then. I'm going to give up on being with a loudmouth, back-talking, idiot woman like you, and fix everything with that younger and more attractive, selfless gal, Stacy.
What the heck? What the heck do you mean by that?
I mean exactly what I'm saying, Cecilia. I want the two of us to get a divorce, and for you to stay out of my life. You never seem to take a hint when it comes to me, and your manners are just awful. I know for a fact that the only use you have for me now is being thrown in the dump.
You're screwed up, Peter.
I'll make sure to send you the divorce papers in the mail with my half all filled out. You fill out your half, and then hand them in as soon as possible.
I just received the divorce papers in the mail. Are you sure this is how you want to end things between the two of us then? We talked about our future together before we got married and made a promise. I told you about how my mother passed away when I was young and that my father only ever spent his time at work. So I wanted to make a much more loving and warm family for us so that I could have what I never had in the past. And you promised me that you'd be at my side helping me make my dream come true. That's why I'm working so hard with you to make that dream come true, Peter.
Oh, so it's finally arrived at your place then.
You don't even care about what I just told you.
You're being annoying, Cecilia. I don't care what you have to say now because it's already too late, and I've made up my mind. Now hurry the hell up and get those papers handed in. If you can't get that done for me soon, I'll never be able to marry Stacy this year.
What the heck were you doing making a promise like that with me if you never had any intentions of keeping it? Being stabbed in the back like this, it really, really hurts. You're just going to leave me thinking that my dream means nothing to you.
You already know that I never cared about your dream. And you should have learned that before marrying me. Now, in order to make my dream come true, hurry up and leave me so I can be happy with Stacy.
I never expected you to be this kind of person. If I'd known how selfish you really are, I would have never said yes to your proposal. You are the worst, Peter!
And had I known that you'd be such a brainless idiot who only ever talks to me about her feelings, then I would have dumped you right then. I thought you'd actually be good wife material for me. Well, I'm glad we're finally getting divorced now. And it's not too late for me.
I see then. Let me check on one more thing with you before we leave each other. Are you really sure that you want to get this divorce?
I told you, I don't want you anymore. I already filled out my half.
You're not going to regret one bit of this?
You're being a jerk now.
Well, if you're 100% set on this, then I won't say anything else to you. Goodbye forever, Peter.
Bye-bye. Make sure you never come around me again, okay? Jeez, you still haven't blocked me after what happened last year? You must be a freak for still thinking I'd ever come back for you.
Huh? Peter? What do you want from me now of all times?
Well, listen here. Stacy ended up having a baby, right? And well, now that there are 3 of us living in this small place, it's not enough room for everyone to be happy. We've actually been living in the same apartment that she moved into when she started working with me a few years ago. And it's only really meant for one person. So it's way too cramped now.
Well, I don't really care about that. Whatever's been happening with all of you is no interest to me, so get on with what you want here.
You seriously have no idea what I want right now? Even after what I've told you? Still brainless, I see then. What I'm trying to tell you is that the house you're living in right now goes to me, and you get the hell out of there.
Excuse me? Stop saying such jumbled crap like that to me. That makes no sense at all and is just wasting my time.
I should have known there was no way of talking with you about this. Well, I guess I'll have to say this in the simplest way possible. The only reason you've been living in that house the whole time is because I've allowed you to. That house has always been my house, and I want to live in it again. And right now is the best time for me to get you out of there and move my family in. How much longer are you planning to be a squatter in my home, you lost cause of an ex-wife?
What are you talking about, Peter?
I told you. That house is my house, and I'm going to have my family live there now. So get the hell out of there right now.
The fact that this is all out of left field has left me a bit speechless. Are you sure you have any idea what you're talking about right now? Have you started some new medication or something?
Stop trying to even justify this and get lost. I was being very considerate by letting you stay there for over a year now. But that consideration is up, and it's time for you to go. Now, if you don't get out of that house real soon, I'll have to come over there myself and force you out.
Listen, Peter, I feel that you have some serious misunderstandings here.
I'm the one with misunderstandings?
Yeah, about this house. Have you not known a thing about this place? I'm the one with my name on the place, so it's not yours.
Huh? You're lying. What the hell are you going on about? There's no way your name, of all names, is on my house. Because look, back when we had that place built, I gave you half to pay for the construction and everything, right? So that means that me, the one that was making most of the money in the house, should have their name on the house.
you thought you were the one providing and paying for the house. You.
Yes, me.
The man that left his pregnant wife all alone at her house for a few weeks before telling her he was with another woman was the breadwinner of this house? That's a really good joke you just told.
I'm not joking, Cecilia.
I can see that you've forgotten everything, so allow me to explain. Back when this house was first being built, you did say that we'd pay half and half for this house.
Right?
But in reality, you never did end up paying anything, right?
Well, yeah, back then I didn't have the money just yet to pay for the place. So you never got the money from me, but...
And when the house was fully built, I had to pay the whole bill for the place, right? You remember the day that happened, right?
Is that right? Ah, hold up. I remember what happened now. Because right after you paid, my parents gave you the money I owed, right?
You are right in that your parents did end up giving me money for your half of that bill. But listen, Peter, I handed that right back to them.
Huh? I don't get what you mean by that. Why the hell would you do something like that with my money?
Your money? Peter, this house was for the both of us to raise a family in, right? I couldn't just keep having your parents, especially your dad, pay for things that we should have been paying for ourselves. So I was just thinking that until you saved up the money to pay me back for paying your half, I'd wait, and wait, and wait. Well, after a while, though, you stopped saving up the money to hand me anything, and soon after that, things changed.
But unlike you, I had all sorts of things that I was paying off at the time anyway.
I don't care about what you had to pay off behind my back. I never went out spending on all sorts of needless things like you, and instead worked really hard to save up my money for the house. I did so well, in fact, that I was able to pay your half of the bill as well in the end. So there you go. That's the reason why my name is on this house and why it's mine.
Well, at this point, who cares whose name is on the house? I've had enough of your jabbering, so hurry up and hand that place to my family.
What? Do I have a reason to give you my house?
I don't give a crap if you have a reason or not. I'm the one with a very important one, and that means I get the house.
What reason do you have that is important enough to force a stranger to give you their house?
I've already finished preparing everything for the move, so there's no going back now.
You already did all of that? Why the heck would you start packing everything up to move to a new house when you don't even have a house?
I do have a house, and you're squatting in it right now, you freak. Stacy has even gone ahead and canceled her contract here, so we have to be out by the end of the month. What the hell am I going to do if you won't leave my house? Are you asking for the three of us to become homeless or something?
I mean, you're all strangers to me, so I couldn't care less what happens. I just want to relax in my house without you blabbering on my phone all day.
Huh? I have a baby here right now that was born only a few days ago, Cecilia. And you're a mother yourself, so you should understand my pain.
Dang right. That's why I've been taking care of my baby to the best of my ability. Now get lost!
For crying out loud. Cecilia, I've had enough of this messing around from you. Do you not have a heart for anyone?
What is it now? Are you really sure you're not on some new medication? I can call the hospital for you and have them come out and help.
Are you making fun of me now?
Kind of.
You're the one that told the company I work for something you should have never said.
Huh? Why would I have anything to do with the company you work for?
Stop playing dumb. I was called by my boss this morning to come to his office, and when I did, he started to tear me a new one. He began to explain to me about how he learned I was dating Stacy. If all of this wasn't your doing, then who the hell would have told him about her and I?
Are you sure they didn't just learn about you themselves? I mean, perhaps you just didn't do a good enough job hiding it.
It couldn't have been so easy. I made sure to keep everything under wraps the whole time, so not even my closest coworkers would find out. But now, I'm going to lose everything I've worked so hard for. All at the worst of times. I'm only just starting to grow my family, and this is how it's going to go? You are like the devil, Cecilia. Being married to you was the worst mistake that I've ever made. And now it's gonna bite me in the butt now.
You're going way off the rails here. I've already told you I didn't do anything with the company you work in, so stop thinking it was me.
I know you're lying. If it wasn't you, then tell me how this all happened.
It was Matt.
Huh? Matt? What did he do?
Well, he was the one that noticed you and Stacy always being around one another first. And since then has been very suspicious of what you two have been up to. He thought that what you were doing with her and how you'd always be around her was very strange, so he took a bit of time to look into you two. And he came to tell me that he'd talk with you guys as bosses to have a bit of an investigation started into the both of you.
Why the hell would he do that, though?
Matt ended up taking a good look at you guys' schedules all the time and would also look into both you guys' backgrounds there.
Has he been trying to stab me in the back or something?
You and Stacy are the ones who have been stabbing the company in the back this whole time. You both wouldn't even go out to work together. Rather, you'd use the time you should have been working to have fun with each other.
I asked them to do all sorts of work for me to cover for my time out of the office.
Did you now? Well, I'm not too sure what all the company has on you both, but it's not great pushing your work onto other coworkers so that you have time to sexually mess around with another employee.
What the hell is wrong with him? He's going to ruin everything for me.
What are you talking about? Matt tried talking with Stacy about how something like playing around with you could jeopardize the both of your positions there. But she never listened to him. He really didn't want to tell the company about everything, but you both didn't seem to care about your jobs as much as you cared about one another.
Well, if he was going to try and keep us from ruining our jobs there, he could have come to me about it as well.
Hey, he was being very nice by waiting until after Stacy had your baby, right? Heck, you shouldn't even be in that house with her right now because that housing is meant for only one tenant to live in within the company. If you want to be there with her and not pay for your stay, then you have to understand that when the company finds out about it, you might lose your job.
For frick's sake. But wait a second. There are always those two that I can rely on for times like these. Whenever I feel like I'm in a pinch and help financially, I could just call on my mom and dad to come help me out.
You're going to ask your dad to help you? I think you're better off not doing that right now with him.
Stop trying to get me all freaked out by saying that. It's not gonna work. Bye now. Hey, bud. So you thought it was a good idea to tattle on Stacy and I to the company? What do you want with me, Peter? You knew about my parents, didn't you? Are you talking about how Cecilia's dad's company and your parents' company ended up merging into one firm? So you knew about it all along. Why do you know about things like that? Well, even if you were trying to hide that from everyone, I was the one that made it all happen for you. Huh? Why did you? I happen to be a decent friend of Cecilia's father, so I helped him work with your parents to merge companies. Then tell me why, when both of them merged equally, her dad is in a higher position than my parents. Did your parents ever talk with you about your family's company and the financial situation it was in? Well, I'm sure they never thought it'd be important to tell you though, huh? Well, to give you an explanation, their company was starting to head south. I never knew that. Well, if they never told you about it, you probably would have never listened to them, right? It seems that Cecilia's dad was doing wonders in the business world, and when it came to the merger, it was actually your parents that asked for his company to take theirs over. Are you sure? Crap. I can't believe you know more about my family than even myself. How could you do this to me, though? Do you hate me or something? Keeping secrets about the company and my family from me? You're the one that ended up stabbing all of us in the back, you bastard. Huh? You went and threw your wife and baby away. And instead of doing work for the company, you pushed it all off onto me and had an affair with Stacy. Whether you feel like you're my friend or my business partner, you stabbed me in the back with both of those things. So don't you dare sit there heckling me about how I should have been telling you about your own family and their company. Why are you so upset about Cecilia, though? She has nothing to do with you. You've known for a long time that she's my best friend, and yet, you've made up the most selfish reasons for breaking her heart, and mine. I don't ever want to see you anymore. Crap. I guess I'll never ask for anything from you ever again, then. Cecilia, please. Can you talk with your dad about all of this? I was once your husband, right? Right?
You think me, of all people, would want to help you out of your own mess? You destroyed my dreams, Peter, and now you get to suffer for that. That dream was something I was looking forward to even before we got married. But the moment I said I was pregnant, and soon after that you left me, all just to save yourself from having to do a little work and to be with some younger girl you met at work. This is what you get for being a sleazeball. And it's not like you only threw me away either, but your own dang child. I'm not helping you with Jack because I can't accept that you're a person in the first place. Nobody's going to help something they can't understand or accept.
But I happen to have a little baby myself now. If you really are a mother yourself, then you can feel my pain and help us, right?
I do feel really bad for your baby and the struggles it's about to face.
Then...
But that being said, I still don't give a crap about you and your wife and will not be giving you my house because you feel like you deserve it.
Do you not even have the ability to sympathize with other humans?
Are you sure you have any right to be saying that? Because I only just told you that to me, you're not human. So how am I supposed to sympathize with some kind of mutated monster like you? I have a very cute and important son with me now. And I've chosen to make him my #1 responsibility, and that will never change. So I'm never going to let you or your scummy wife lay a hand on this house. And since you were the one that made all of this happen, I sure as hell am not helping you.
The house we live in is going to go bye-bye, and the company we both work for hates us now. They're going to cut both our salaries and benefits. What are we going to do from now on?
Remember how I checked to make sure you were okay with all this a while ago? I asked if you had talked with your parents about leaving me and if you were even okay with that choice. And you, Peter, told me that you would be fine without me. You're a goddamn adult now, so take some goddamn responsibility for your choices, would you?
Ah, I get it.
What?
You're still on your own now, right? You haven't gotten married to anyone new yet, right?
And?
I'm sure your baby wants to have a father, right? So I'll give you the gift of getting back together with me.
Peter? What about Stacy? Are you going to do all of this again? Throw her and her baby out this time.
I have no choice now. I've started to find out that to stay happy, I'm better off with someone like you over someone who's about to leave their apartment, right?
I'm done with you, Peter. You don't seem to have a lick of responsibility or humanity in you. I think that both Stacy and I are better off not having a dick like you in our lives. By the way, I'm going to be sending you a few things later on. So when you have a new house, if you have a new house, tell me the address and I'll send it all your way.
Huh? Wait. What all are you talking about?
I'm talking about things to do with you cheating on me. I'd known about it for a while now, and I'm going to take you to court over it. And there, you're going to have to pay me big time for what you've done.
A settlement? I don't have any reason to pay you anything.
Well, here's the deal. If you don't want me sending that to your office to have handed off to you, then tell me your address when you get one.
Wait, please. Tell me what the hell I should be doing right now.
I don't know. You're a waste of everyone's time anyway. Maybe go die in a hole somewhere. I became really busy for a while there, so I'm really sorry for not getting back to you sooner. Thank you for everything you did. If it wasn't for your help on the company side of things, then I would have never been able to get evidence of Peter cheating. You really helped me out this time.
No worries. Have things in your life been calming down now then?
Sure have. I'm a lot more relaxed now than I was before. But I have had something I've really been itching to ask you. Why have you been so nice to me this whole time?
You're my best friend, and there's nothing I want more in this world than to see you stay smiling.
I can't believe that.
Well, to be fair, what Peter and Stacy were doing was not okay for this company, and I wasn't going to let them get away with it. Also, I'm in the same boat as you, being only raised by one parent. I only ever had a mother, and so I was always wishing to have a more full family, if you know what I mean. That's why when I saw Peter breaking that dream of yours, I was furious, and I couldn't watch it continue. You never did anything to deserve something like that, Cecilia. So I thought it was my chance to protect you and your baby.
I see. Thank you, Matt. After that, Peter ended up going back and getting help from Stacy's parents. But unknown to Peter, Stacy and her parents had been talking about what was going on with Peter. And when those documents ended up arriving at his in-laws' house, they saw how much he was going to owe, and Stacy no longer saw any reason in staying together with him. And that day, the both of them got a divorce. At that point, Peter was now out 2 wives, and in a panic started to go on dates with random women from a dating app. But nobody would bite after the first date, and he soon started to stress out so much that he'd take it out on others at work. And soon after that, he lost his job within the company. He had nobody else to rely on but his parents, and after going home to them, they began to work his butt off there without ever giving him a chance to breathe. When the court date came up and he had to come face me in court, both his parents brought him in while he cried in their arms. But of course, nobody was sympathizing with him, and he was forced to pay, in total, $15,000 to me in the settlement. But not only that, he had to start paying child support as well, since my child was technically his that he gave up. A few days after that, I received all the settlement money from his parents, and they'd also handle the child support as well. But of course, in return for that, Peter would only be worked harder by them, and he would get to really know what hell was like. By this point, he pretty much had no chance of ever making it out of their house again, and will most likely end up being their caretaker when they both grow old enough. Only recently did I go out to go shopping with my kid, and as we were out, I passed by someone who looked similar to Peter, but looked like he was in his 60s due to stress. But let's be honest, that couldn't have been him, since he'll never get away from his parents ever again.
Yara, you're so cocky lately.
Who, me? What are you talking about, Danielle?
You brag about being rich. What the fuck?
I don't know what you're talking about, but aren't you the one that's bragging about being rich?
Because I am rich.
I see.
Are you making fun of me or something?
No, I'm not. I was just wondering what you meant by me being cocky and bragging about stuff.
You were bragging that you went to the French restaurant close to the train station.
I did go, but never bragged about it.
Yes, you did. I'm the only one that can go there, not you.
It doesn't matter to you. Can you stop complaining every minute? Are you trying to pick a fight with me?
So it looks like you were grabbing coffee with one of your mom friends without my permission, right?
Why do I need your permission?
This is what I mean by being cocky. I'm the superior one here, so you all need my permission to do things, okay? Capiche?
Absolutely not. I will go to wherever, whenever I want to go.
Wow, you are such a bitch. Do you know the difference between you and I?
I never compare myself to someone else, so I really don't care about that.
You should watch your attitude because you'll probably regret it.
Say that as many times as you want, but I'll go wherever I want to go without your permission, so please leave me alone. A few days later.
See what happens when a poor, low-class person tries to go into my restaurant?
Are you serious? It's my daughter's birthday. I didn't expect for a crazy-ass bitch to attack me. Something is seriously wrong with you. Why do you hate me so much?
All I did was stop you from going to my expensive sushi restaurant because you don't belong there.
You only went there a few times. It's not yours. Also, did you say stop me from going? I was carried to the hospital and ended up with 3 stitches on my forehead.
What? 3 stitches?
Yes, I have to spend time in the hospital on the day of my daughter's special day. How can you do this? My parents and my husband's parents are here too.
You deserved it because you decided to use my restaurant to celebrate her birthday.
Are you listening to me? Do you think that it's okay to attack someone with stupid reasons?
Oh my god, you just got 3 stitches. Deal with it. I actually thought that poor people could tolerate pain, but I guess not. I think I was too strong.
Yes, because I got punched by a person who looks like a hippo.
Excuse me? You should watch your mouth.
I want to say the exact same thing back to you. By the way, are you not going to apologize about this?
Why would a celeb apologize to someone like you?
Okay, then.
You pissed me off by going to my restaurant, so of course I will do something.
I can ruin your life.
Let me see you do it.
I really didn't want to do this because you're my daughter's friend's mother, but I'm tired of your disgusting attitude.
Can you even do anything? My husband has the power to cover up anything that you do, you know.
Let's see about that. Get ready for the storm to come. A few days later.
Hey, Kiara, can we talk about this once?
About what? I don't need to talk to you about anything.
Did I do something that pissed you off? Because something terrible is going on.
Yes, you did, so I hired an extremely strong lawyer to get revenge. I told you there's a storm coming.
Ugh! I thought that my husband could cover this up, but it seems like this incident is going to be in the newspaper. He even said that I caused a serious injury against you, and he is mad at me and I don't know why.
You seriously don't know? Are you stupid? Anyways, I did hire a very good lawyer because your husband can't cover this up, right?
This can't be real. Am I going to get arrested?
Of course, you assaulted me.
Wait, are you exaggerating? I didn't do anything that bad.
You attacked me, which caused me to fall down the stairs and get 3 stitches.
Attacking? It was just an argument between mom friends.
Even though you say that, I don't think that it's something forgivable.
Wait, is this real or am I dreaming?
It's real. Why do I need to joke about this with you? I'm getting ready to sue you, and if you disapprove of this, you might need to go to court.
Hold on. Can I talk about this with you once? Because what the hell did I do? My elbow just hit your head. If we say that we are friends, I won't be a criminal, so can you think about that?
What are you talking about? We are not friends. We never were from the beginning. I mean, we were mum friends, but not anymore. Our kids went to the same nursery and we just knew each other.
Please don't say that. My husband is pissed at me and he might divorce me.
Well, it's your responsibility. You've done something terrible to your husband's face.
Maybe he'd be better off without you.
Are you telling me to divorce him? Are you threatening me? Do you want money or something?
Money? You probably don't know this, but I run a company.
What?
You were making fun of my husband for being a full-time office worker, but I have more money, so I'm not poor like you think. No one knew because I never bragged like you.
You know what? Texting makes this thing such a big deal.
It is a big deal. Why don't you understand that? You'll quickly be prosecuted and the public will know your face, so you might face consequences.
I didn't mean for this to happen. I was just going to punish you, but I didn't expect it to be like this. You want an apology? I'm sorry. There, I said it.
I don't think you're truly sorry, but even though you are, nothing will change. Anyways, I'll get whatever I can from you. You chose the wrong person to mess with. Bye, Danielle. Is your celeb life over? After the incident, Danielle got sued and arrested. And this got on the newspaper with her face shown. She became known as the crazy-ass psychotic wife. And her husband ended up divorcing her and moved out of the house with the kids. So she has nowhere to go now. All of the mum friends she looked down on are now looking down on her. But her actions resulted in this, so it's her fault. But I bet she still doesn't think she's wrong.
I'm going to be getting married here soon. I'm sure that you're jealous after hearing that.
What? I'm sorry, but who is this?
Oh, please. It's me, Tracy. Now enough with those bland lies right now. Even if you have troubles remembering things all the time, there's no way you'd forget about someone like me. How could you possibly forget about your best friend after being together for so long?
My best friend?
I am Tracy. This is literally no reason you should have forgotten about me, right? You and I have been best friends ever since high school.
Tracy, huh? Did you end up changing your number or something? Because I don't have anyone in my contacts with your current number. It's been so long since the last time we talked with one another, so I couldn't really tell that it was you. So, what do you want from me?
Well, I told you why I'm talking with you right now at the start, right? I'm getting married. Were you not looking at anything I sent you before?
Ah, is that so? Congrats. But you really don't have to go out of your way to tell me something like that.
Why not? You're one of my best friends, and I'd be stupid to not tell you about how I'm going to get married soon. And to me, you're my number one best friend out of everyone, so I just had to tell you.
I'm your number one best friend? What do you mean by that? Are you sure you're not joking with me now? What the heck is up with you texting me now anyway after so long?
I'm not at all joking with you. I just wanted to let you know that me, one of your best friends, is going to be getting married soon. I'm going to be marrying a wonderful man, and you should be jealous of that, right? That's why I want to have all my friends come and celebrate my big day, and I'll be giving you all the chance to do that with an amazing wedding.
Is that right? Well, that's great to hear, I guess. What else would you like me to say to you besides congratulations?
I'm sure you'd love to make up a welcome board for my wedding that we can place outside the venue, right?
What?
I'll let you make that up for me, however you'd like to, as long as it's really special. I know that you've always loved working on crafts and things like that, so I'll let you take the responsibility for that. Back when we were in high school, you did all sorts of paintings and things like that, right?
Wait, when you're talking about high school, that was over 10 years ago, Tracy. Asking me to get back into doing arts and crafts now would be difficult for me.
I'm not sure how something like a painting a simple board could become so difficult for you. But this is a request from one of your best friends, so you're not going to say no to me, right? I want you to do your very best with that welcome board and make it look spectacular.
Can you hold on for 1 minute, please? What is all of this about? What the heck are you going on about, Tracy? Why do you want me working on some welcome board for your wedding? Shouldn't you be asking the reception hall to prepare that for you instead of me? They'll know a whole lot more about that sort of thing compared to me and will most likely have better tools for making it. Having me work on that board for you, well, it just won't come out as good as you think.
Even if it's difficult for you, I'd like you to work on it. Now, can you stop fooling around with me when I'm trying to plan things for my wedding?
Well, I'm also a little bit concerned about how you call me your number one best friend. Did you forget about what all you did to me a long time ago? Tracy, if you'd like for this whole conversation to be taken more seriously, can you calm down a bit and get real with me?
Let's just forget about what all happened back then. There's no point in us being held down by the past when there's nothing we can do to change it. If you continue to waste your time thinking about what happened years ago, you'll find yourself living with no reason.
I have no idea what you're going on about now, though. Even if you have a good point, I don't want to be hearing that sort of advice from you. I can understand why you'd like for the two of us to just forget about what you did back then, but...
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you at the wedding.
I'm not going, Tracy.
Do you want to go out for drinks or something as well before my big day? It's been so long since we last talked to one another in person, after all.
I'm not going out to any place with you, Tracy. How many times are you going to make me say that before you understand? I'm not even sure what your plan is with talking to me after such a large amount of time has gone by. So please, just stop trying to ask me to come to your wedding and make whatever welcoming board you're asking for. Now, goodbye.
Dawn, are you really trying to get on my bad side?
Huh? What is up with you this time?
There's no way you'd actually be okay with making one of your best friends this upset on her wedding day.
Huh? So today's the day of your wedding then? I don't really care, but what do you think you'll be achieving by coming at me all upset like that?
I'm pissed off with you because you never even told me that you'd not be coming to my wedding. I'm no longer going to have the patience to forgive you after this. I'm cutting ties to you.
You are?
You making me this upset and being totally okay with it is enough for me. I even left you in charge of the welcome board for the wedding, yet you never showed up to give it to us to display.
What are you talking about? I don't even know anything about your wedding, like the time it's supposed to start, and even if I did, I wouldn't be making that board for you.
So you're telling me that from the start you'd been planning on canceling on me without ever telling me that? I cannot believe you'd be doing this to your best friend.
Oh my god. You seriously have zero clue what you're talking about right now, and it's making me laugh my butt off.
I'm talking about how you never told me that you wouldn't come to my wedding, but it's too late now since my wedding day is today. So I'm going to be cutting ties to you for good.
The fact that you're now this upset with me right now has me rolling on the ground.
What? You're being a total jerk laughing at me being this upset with you. I'm seriously pissed off with you right now, Dawn. I had entrusted you with one of the most important things at my wedding, and yet you canceled on me right before the wedding? Even if you're supposed to be my most best friend, I don't care. I'm going to be leaving you forever and will never forgive you ever again.
I'm sure this won't get to you, but from the start, I'd said I wasn't coming.
Huh?
Can you tell me again why you're getting so upset with me for no reason? Actually, I never even got a formal invitation from you to the wedding, so there's that. Where did you end up sending that invitation, if you actually did send it in the first place? I'm sorry, but that invitation never got to me, so you must have sent it to the wrong address. But of course, you had the wrong address because you don't even know where I'm living now.
What are you going on about? That's a load of crap. How did you never receive a physical invitation from me?
I'm just telling you the truth, Tracy. Did you actually try to invite me to your wedding after all that happened between us?
Of course I did. And why the hell would you say no to coming to my wedding?
That right there is a bit of a surprise to me and rather troubling. The fact that you wanted to actually invite me to your wedding of all things?
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
Way back when, in high school, you stole my boyfriend from me and continued to pick on me for the rest of our time at that school. And ever since we graduated from there 10 years ago, I had made sure to cut all ties with you so that I'd never have to see or hear from you again. That's why right now, hearing you tell me that you want to cut ties with me after not coming to your wedding today makes me laugh.
Huh? What do you mean you cut ties to me back then? Are we not really good friends with one another?
Oh, come on now, Tracy. You're actually going to make me pee myself laughing by calling us best friends.
So you really are stuck in the past that badly that you can't see me as your friend. Stop worrying so much about what happened back then, you emotional loser. I was able to forget about all of that only a few days after it happened. And as for your ex-boyfriend, him and I are no longer together, so you don't have to worry about him anymore. So why the hell are you still so upset with me?
I never said that I was upset with you still because of that event. That all has nothing really to do with me now, so I don't invest my time in thinking about it. And I think it's the right thing to do, not carrying those horrible memories around with me all the time. But what I do think about from time to time is how you ended up breaking things off with my ex after the two of you had gotten engaged. Things like that tend to spread around between friends, so eventually I have to hear about you. But what's wild is that after you had stolen my boyfriend from me way back then, you didn't want to make yourself look bad in front of everyone, so you started making lies about me being abusive towards him, and that you were only saving him from me. Rumors like that still float around to this day, and I have to hear them over and over whenever I run into someone from high school. Always things about you and I.
I never meant to make you look bad back then.
Well, it's fine, Tracy. All that stuff is in the past now, right? I really don't care about any of that stuff anymore. And I'm not going to dig any deeper into the rumors that spread looking for things about you that I can take advantage of. It's all been water under the bridge, and that's why I've never come looking for you to talk about anything.
But who cares about all that? What I'm upset about right now is how you canceled on my wedding on the day off.
And I told you that I didn't get an invitation. I had cut ties with you a long time ago, or at least I thought I did, and that's why I never chose to tell you my new address after I moved. So that invitation was never going to make it to me, right?
So you're telling me that I sent the invitation to your old house?
That's what it looks like to me. I bet it's sitting in the mailbox of that place right now, still unopened. And I think that because you only know my old address and nothing about where I currently live, it might even end up being sent back to you soon if the new owner of that house decides to give it back to the mailman. But let me be very honest here. Even if that invitation had gotten to me like you'd planned, I would have said no to coming because I don't have the want to be around you.
What? What do you mean?
You know what I mean, Tracy. I told you that I cut ties with you before. So no matter how hard you try to get me to come, I'm not going to. I'm sure you've noticed by now that a lot of your so-called other friends haven't shown up, right? After what you did to me in high school, you lost a lot of your friends because they were on my side and thinking that you were totally bonkers. So tell me, who from back then actually wants to celebrate you getting married now?
Hold on, Dawn. You actually think that? Are you and I not best friends?
How many freaking times do I have to tell you that we are not best friends? We're not even friends, Tracy. Hell, we're not even acquaintances. Ever since that day you chose to steal my boyfriend from me, you had used that as a reason to pick on me and spread rumors about how I was the one that was in the wrong. All of that really drove the message into me that you are anything but a friend to me. I know from word around town that you love to go around and have fun with all kinds of men after becoming an adult, but you still like to call that event your biggest accomplishment, right? All of those are reasons for why I do not want to be around a person like you anymore.
Well, I didn't know that I hurt you so much back then. Even after taking your boyfriend from you, I thought that you and I were still very good friends. Best friends. That's why I told you about how I was getting married and asked you to be one in charge of making the welcome board for my wedding.
Asking me to make that stupid board for you was like a massive joke to me because of how ridiculous you were being. That's why I took all you said to me as a joke and didn't bother to care.
Why would I tell you a thing and ask of you as a joke?
Oh? So then all of that wasn't just a joke, but you actually thinking that I would be coming to your wedding and wasting my time on something as stupid as that board? Which is scary because after all you'd done to me, you really thought it was okay to invite me? I never thought anyone that could steal their friend's boyfriend in the past and then make said friend look like the jerk would have the nerve in asking them to come to their wedding 10 years later. That's why I wasn't taking anything you said to me seriously. You really did a great job, Tracy. The nerves you have are incredible. Now, you have a great time at your wedding today. Although I don't expect many of your so-called friends to show up to it.
What the hell is wrong with you, Dawn? So you really don't plan on coming here today? This is the day of my wedding, Dawn.
I said that I'm not coming.
But canceling on me the day of my wedding is horrible of you.
So after talking with me for the past 30 minutes or so, you haven't been reading a single thing I've sent you? I never got a formal invitation from you in the mail, so I had no reason to come to your wedding today. So you can't call me a horrible person for canceling on you today when you never even gave me an invitation in the first place.
But to me, you've canceled on me. I really believed that you'd be coming today and made sure to get you a seat ready in the front row.
Why, though?
You're asking me why? Because you should have been coming to my wedding today.
Did you ever get anything about me RSVPing to your wedding at all? No, you didn't. And that's because I never got anything from you in the mail saying that I was invited. Why would you think that I was coming to your wedding when I didn't RSVP for it?
I wasn't thinking that much into you not responding because I just assumed you'd be coming either way.
Well, when it comes to things like weddings, people are usually coming only if they reply that they will to the invitation and RSVP. But if you don't get a reply from them or they say no, that means they are not coming. Right? That's how things like this have always worked, Tracy.
What? So that's what things like not replying into the invite normally mean? Even if they're my friend?
For crying out loud, Tracy. Then tell me what you thought was supposed to happen. How did you know whether people were going to be coming to your wedding or not and prepare seats for those that would be?
I just assumed that people I sent invitations out to would be coming for sure to my wedding. I never thought that people would want to say no to the invitation.
Geez, how self-centered of a jerk are you? At this point, I'm surprised you even found a man willing to marry you. You actually think that because it's your wedding that everyone you invite would just give up their plans and anything else they have going on in life to come? There's no way that's the case. If you didn't get a response from the people you invited, that means they are saying no to coming. No response equals them not coming.
Well, I didn't know anything about that. Nobody ever even told me something like that.
Nobody would, because that's something that everyone knows the moment they're born, practically. Another thing I highly doubt is that you even knew everyone's current address. So it's a mystery as to how many of those invitations actually made it to the people you planned on inviting.
I thought that me getting married and having this wedding would have made it the biggest event for everyone. I wanted everyone to come and see how happy I've become and that I got married before all of them.
Jesus frickin' Christ. You thought that your wedding would be the biggest event for everyone? You think that your marriage means something to everyone?
But even if it's not that big of a deal, I'm still getting married before you, so... That's at least proof to everyone that I'm still more important than you and that they should all come and see me happy.
I'm already married though, Tracy.
Huh?
I just never bothered to tell you about how I got married to my husband last year.
You have to be lying, right? I never knew about you getting married. You never even uploaded anything about you getting married to any of your social media accounts.
You're right. I didn't make any posts about getting married, but so what? I'm normally never posting anything and leave most of that stuff to my husband to do. And you're not even my friend, so I think I blocked you on everything after high school.
What are you talking about?
Let me just put it this way. My husband does most of the posting due to his job, and you are blocked from seeing anything of mine, so you wouldn't have known.
What job does he have?
Well, he's pretty well known all over the world, so he's pretty picky about what gets shared. But I don't care about any of that because he's given me a wonderful life with our marriage. He's been so considerate and wonderful that I've never had to worry about what happened between us back in high school.
Then why are you acting like this? Why can't you just come to my wedding right now for me? I'm supposed to be your best friend and you should be celebrating my happiness.
You're supposed to be my best friend. I don't think of you as anyone but a stranger, so there's no way I'm coming to your wedding. I told you again and again that I didn't get any invitations from you in the mail, so I wouldn't be coming in the first place. And even now, I don't want to come. But you still keep going on and on, thinking that I'm your friend and that I'm going to come. It's freaking annoying. I've had enough of you now, so can you just shut up and stay quiet?
I'm sorry, Dawn. I want to apologize to you for everything, so could you please find it in your heart somewhere to make it to my wedding? If you don't come to my wedding soon, then my wedding's going to be a complete mess, so please, come here.
No frickin' thank you.
Why though?
I have things of my own that I'm busy with. I already cut ties with you a long frickin' time ago, and I don't have the time to come out and see someone that I don't care to know about. Now, have fun at your crappy wedding. It'd be great if any of those friends you invited actually show up today. But that's if you even have any friends left to call your friends. After that, none of those so-called friends that Tracy thought she had ended up showing to her wedding, and that started to make her husband question things about her, and he called the wedding off. Tracy had originally planned to use her wedding as another way to pick on Dawn and make herself feel as though she was on top. But after everything that Dawn brought up turned out to be true, there was nobody around for Tracy to show off to. After Tracy had tried so hard to make this another chance for her to make Dawn feel bad, it turned out that this whole wedding was making Tracy feel terrible. Tracy tried in one last move to save her wedding to call those she invited, but soon learned that most of them had either blocked her or hated her enough to pick up the phone and tear into her. It seems that most of these people had moved out of town as well, so all those invitations Tracy relied so much on never even made it to her supposed guests. Soon after, Tracy's husband, although newlywed, found out about this part of Tracy's past and immediately took a 180 and asked for a divorce. Had Tracy just thought about things a bit more, she might have been able to avoid all this by only inviting those that actually see her as their friends still, if those people are even out there anymore.
Ria, I have something important to discuss with you. What is it? It's important. What time are you coming home tonight? I'm out now, so I don't think I'll be home until very late. Can we speak tomorrow? Where are you and what are you doing? I'd like you to come home as soon as possible so that we can talk. It's really important that we talk tonight. But I told you I'm out. Can't this wait? Or better yet, can you speak to Kevin about it? By the way, are you at the house right now? I am. I'll be waiting for you at my parents' house. I want you to come home as soon as possible. Where's Kevin today? He's still at work and hasn't come home yet. Where are you now? Do I have to tell you that? I don't think that's something that I need to share with you. Where you go is not my business, but if it's not that important, I'd like you to prioritize family today. I'd like you to come home right away. What's going on? If it's so urgent, can't you just tell me now? Fine, I'll ask you over chat. What did you do with my father's bank book? Huh? What bank book are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about, right? The fact that you're lying about it means that you're guilty. I was shocked to find out what you did, and used all of his money without asking for permission. I have no idea what you're talking about. You're being ludicrous. Can you ask Kevin about it? Don't involve Kevin. We know that you did it on your own. If you're not going to confess, we could just report it to the police. Is that a threat? Why are you making such a big deal about a lost bank book? Your father has gone senile and he probably lost his bank book. I'm sure of it. I'm sure he's not even looking for it. My father is not senile and he also suspects that you took his bank book from him. You don't know that he's senile because you don't live with him. He's very forgetful these days. The issue is not whether my father is forgetful or not. We found the missing bank book in your room. What? Well, if you found it, what's the problem? The room also belongs to Kevin. I'm not the only one that uses that room. How could you go into our room without permission? That's an invasion of privacy. You're the one committing a crime here, not me. You don't seem to get it. My father called me to say that his bank book was missing, and then I spoke to Kevin about it. So you already spoke to Kevin then? If you already got in touch with him, why get in touch with me too? Kevin gave me permission to go into your room. Well, I certainly didn't give you permission to go through my stuff. And I found the missing bank book in one of the drawers. You took the bank book that had the most money in it. And I saw that you had taken all the money out. What did you do with the money? Why are you asking me? I don't know. I'm sure that your father used the money for something and forgot about it. Either way, this has nothing to do with me. I see. If that's how you're going to play it. My father is clearly in distress because of what you did to him. You used up all the money that he had saved for his post-retirement. How many times do I have to tell you? It wasn't me. Don't blame me. You don't have any proof. You need to calm down. I think you're the one that needs to calm down. The way you write your chats isn't a style that is used by most people in their 30s. You need to grow up a little. My friends tell me that I sound young for my age. I'm sure that they're complimenting me. I don't think they're complimenting you. You committed a crime. Even if you're married to my brother, it's a crime if you take a family member's money without their consent. Why do you think I did it? It wasn't me. Who else could it be? This is serious. You committed a crime. I went to the bank with my father. They told us that a woman had come into the bank several times with my father's bank seal and taken out money from the account. They showed me that person's signature and it was your name on the papers. Oh, so you know then. I didn't think the bank would show the signed papers to anyone. Don't they know what client confidentiality means? Well, the account belongs to my father, so I think he has every right to know who took money from his account. What did you use the money for? Why do I need to tell you that? Your father lives on his own, and it's not like he needed the money for anything. He doesn't have to provide for your mother anymore, and Kevin pays some money to your father as rent. So he won't miss any of the money that I spent. It's not like he can take the money with him when he dies. I was just helping him to make good use of his money. You're not making any sense to me. What I mean is there's no point in having all this money if you're not going to use it. Your father should be thanking me for using his money. I really don't understand your logic. It makes no sense to me. You committed a serious crime and I'm going to report it to the police. But this is a family matter. Why do you need to bring the police into this? I live under the same roof as your father, so his things are mine and my things are his. It's okay to share because we're family. The police won't take this seriously. Considering the amount that you stole, this is a big deal. I think that it makes sense to involve the police because my father never agreed to give you his money. I've already spoken to Kevin about this. Well, I'm sure that Kevin can pay back your father from his salary. It's not a big deal. I don't work, so I can't pay back the money even if I wanted to. Is this a joke to you? Do you think that this is funny? Like I said earlier, I only spent the money because your father had no use for it. I did him a favor. I'm sure that if your father understands where I'm coming from, he'd want to thank me. So you have no remorse for what you did. You stole money and you have the nerve to say that you did something good? You're unbelievable, you know that? You're not listening to me. I've been listening, but you're not making any sense. And my father tells me that you're always out and never at the house. If you don't work, what do you do all day? That's not something that I need to share with you. You don't help with the chores at all, so my father's been taking care of the house on his own. You don't even cook for my father or Kevin. They eat takeout every night. Do you even care about their health? Do I have to prepare the meals by myself? I buy their dinner and leave it on the table so they can eat it when they like. What's the problem here? I had no idea that you and your father were saying mean things about me behind my back. I'm very hurt. I know that you're at the casino right now. What? I know that you have a gambling addiction. Kevin told me about it, and he also told me that you promised that you'd stop gambling when you guys got engaged. Kevin believes that you've been keeping your promise to him, but if he knew that you were at the casino right now, what would he think of you? What casino are you at? Fine, I won't deny it. I'm at the casino. I didn't win any money today, so I'm taking a break and chatting with you. You're delusional. Kevin is also crazy for falling in love with you. You were his first serious girlfriend, so he didn't know any better. Kevin loves me for who I am. Kevin has agreed to take this matter to the police. I'm sure that Kevin will talk to you after he gets off work, but he wants to divorce you. So you should be prepared for that. Huh? A divorce? Kevin would never leave me. He loves me too much. I don't think that Kevin feels the same way. What? Kevin did love you very much, but when he found out that you stole his father's money, he was shocked to see the least. And if he finds out that you're still gambling, basically he married a liar. So you used our father's hard-earned money on gambling. It's unforgivable. Look, I haven't spoken to Kevin yet, and you're putting words in his mouth. I'm going to clear the air with Kevin when I see him later. You can say what you want, but I won't believe a word that comes out of your mouth. Right back at you. Yeah, whatever. You can make up all the excuses that you want, but I won't believe a word that you say to me. The only thing I ask is that you return the money that you stole and that you move out of the house. I never want to see your face again. I live there. You can't kick me out of my own house. We can't let you back into the house. You might steal something. I'm going to stay with my father and Kevin tonight, so if you want to try to come home, I won't let you in. Why don't you sleep outside, you ungrateful bitch? Rhea came home from the casino, but her sister-in-law Ariel wouldn't let her into the house. She was taken to the police station after Ariel called the police on her. Kevin apologized to his father for what his wife had done. After a family discussion, Kevin decided to divorce Rhea and report the stealing of his father's money to the police. Rhea didn't have a place to live, a job, or any savings, so she was desperate to get Kevin to forgive her and take her back. But Kevin no longer wanted anything to do with her and shut her out completely. It seems that a difficult future lies ahead for Rhea.